education industry is a business. Is it so? Yes, the education industry is a business. Nowadays, they all sell education. For example, tutoring students, homeschooling services, selling lesson plans, online teachers, and many more. Actually, on my opinion, I have pro and cons about our topic today. If we look a good about the topic, I can see education in the past has a platform in order to make more money, especially for teachers like me. I mean here, a teacher like me can make a side income for myself, our family, and so on. As we know, the standard living of our community is very high, especially in urban areas. So a teacher like me need more money to pay all the necessary like paying home, car loan, private loan, children necessary, and many more. Based on a good knowledge like skill, creativity, and expertise about teachers can implement this knowledge to make more money for themselves. At the same time, they don't have much budget to make a business like that. So give more benefit for teachers. But if we look from the other side, I mean here a negative view about the topic, we can see a limit of education. We know that education industry is a trend in a business field. Many people building education student institutions and coaching centers. They just do it instead of earning money and profit. They will not care about the quality of education. For example, online teachers. As we know, online teachers has a limited opportunity to interact face-to-face with teachers and students. Most of the communication through email, chat through, or discussion group. There are no personalized teacher and students. Sometimes the teachers did not let the student understand or not about the topic that they discuss. So we can see the quality education that we will have if the students only focus on earning money and profit. And not the education that she does. How about you, Anna? Agree with me?
Okay. Hello. Hello, Ida. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, I have already muted all of you. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I need one by one to mute the microphone, okay? To see whose microphone is the problem here, okay? We are having disturbance while listening to you. Okay, I'm going to call one by one and then unmute your microphone. Please do not unmute now. Okay, Siti Noliana, can you unmute first your microphone?
Yes.
Okay, good. Ida. Ida? Ida? Okay, she's missing. Ida?
Okay, you hear me, madam?
Okay, all right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Suryana? Oh, Ida, I think
Yes,
your
ma'am.
microphone is the problem here. Um, Ida, are you using a computer or phone?
Computer.
Oh, okay, we can't hear you. There's a huge disturbance. Are you using a plug?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Try removing the earplug.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Can you speak now?
Hello. Are you hear me, madam?
Yes, this is better. Okay, Suraka? Okay. Marlene?
Yes, I am, madam.
Rafida?
I am.
Okay. Please continue.
I should start again, madam.
No, no, just continue from where you stop.
Ah, okay. Actually, I have finished already.
Okay, then it goes to your next friend, is it?
Yes.
You can mute your microphone then.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Right. I agree with Miss Ida for the statement. Make more money and poor quality education because some of them only taking money from parents for enhance their school reputation. Based on my opinion as a citizen, yes, I agree with the topic today. Then I think this topic is quite interesting. Um, for me, education is a basic right to all. So absolutely, it is a business because they were collecting more fee to pay. Even for a normal child who just joined in kindergarten, should have to pay the fee, which is equivalent to the fee paid by the student who are studying higher standard. Of course, they were collecting that much of fee by providing some comfort like AC classrooms, swimming, yoga, and so on. Then nowadays, we look at the student, they choose the good institute to learn about how to get a good mark. So there is a principle that if we study well, we can get good mark. If we can get good marks, we can get a good job, right? Then after we can settle in our life with professional and financial comfort. But I think today this principle is not working at all. Parent is a main point here because I think all of parents want the best for their children, and nowadays parents are providing all the comfort without showing the meaning of struggle to children. So I think parents should change their mindset. They should not force their child to study at every institute that offer a good education, and they should give priority for the children to choose. Okay, the last one, I think a lot of school and institute open it and mostly offer the same thing. So it's become education as a business. So from that, they encourage the people to make a choice where actually they're going to study. So I think I agree with this topic today. So I think I want to hear opinion from parents because I'm excited to hear the opinion. Which is she agree or not with this topic today, Miss Rafida?
Okay, thank you, Liana. Assalamualaikum and good morning. As a parents, I'm also agree with the topic discussion about education system become a business. The main reason is that the government school are not up to the standard. As we know that every parents want to give better education to their child and they do everything for this. Some of the parents join their children in a corporate school by paying thousands and lakhs of fees. But we cannot blame them. It's not their mistake. The corporate school take advantage like collect land of the nation and do not maintain minimum standard in education. For example, they don't provide a good facilities like a program for the children and they don't mind of interest of the students. More than that, today's style of this education system, like a school, sells all the things like uniforms, books, bag schools, and all stationery for higher cost and make this is as a mandatory to buy all those things from them only. In this situation, will be a burden for the parents, especially for those who have more than one child enrolled in that school. Besides that, in a corporate school, provide a luxurious life by making students lazy in spite of not providing quality education. That's all from me. Thank you. What about you, Malin? Do you agree with me?
Okay, thank you. Yes, I agree with you, Rafida. Okay, thank you for your sharing. Now, I want to talk about this issue from the side of student. Okay, education is becoming a major business nowadays. This is so true. Now we can see there are numerous big organizations, institutions, college, tutoring class, kindergarten, and many more around the world offer education as a business. Why these are getting open everywhere? Their reason are to gain money and also provide quality education. For me, as a student, I can see there are positive and negative when educational become a business. Okay, first, student easy to get additional knowledge, for example, tutoring class. Okay, there are many reasons parents choose tutoring class for their children. First, some parents feel unable to help their children with school homework. Second, parents may find their children are more receptive to working through school struggle with other person. Okay, third, tutoring gives students individualized attention that they don't get in crowded classroom. Okay, fourth, your child tutor will specifically target which aspect of learning that the children trouble with, whether in writing, maths, language, or reading. Okay, and last, there are numerous benefits of tutoring in college, including reinforcement of existing knowledge and gaining a better understanding of a field of study. Besides tutoring class, additional class also include homeschooling service, English class online English class, music class, and so on. Okay, educational as a business also give a negative impact. Today, it has become a common scenario to see students and their parents struggling for arranging money to pay fees for the student education. With the advancement of science and technology, and followed by competitive scope for professional employment, education also become more competitive. Under competition, everything goes in the same way. As a result, education become more costly nowadays. Therefore, some private organizations take the advantage of it and making profit out of it as a business. Some parents have desire to give good education to their children, but they are unable to do so because the high of education fee. So, what can we do? What can Ministry of Education do, Suryana?
Okay, thank you, Malin, for your sharing. Okay. To prevent the education system from becoming a business industry, the government, especially Ministry of Education Malaysia, should keep an eye on such institution and should a set of rules and regulation so that the school can concentrate more on providing quality education rather than focus on money. Therefore, the government taken several steps to avoid this issue. For this solution is government schools are needed to raise their quality, otherwise people will keep high price of education. So the government should change the process of government schools, college like English learning and like biometric and attendance. To increase the education system in Malaysia, the government provides a lot of money to upgrade facilities and infrastructure in school to provide a comfortable school environment for students. Financial allocation is used to increase the number of technological devices such as LCD, computers, and laptops in school. New school buildings were also built to increase the number of classrooms in the school to accommodate the growing number of students. So, if the government school and facilities increases, then all will to government school. Besides that, the government needs to fix an affordable fee structure for everyone. In addition, the government also provides scholarship to eligible students. This is one of the steps to attract students to study in government school. And the last one, the government also provide financial loans to students at university level. The financial loan is National Higher Education Fund Corporation, PTPTN. Okay, that's all for me.
Yes, I agree with the Puan Suryana statement. I think government should have a plan or a backup plan to have our education system in Malaysia to become same level to other countries.
Okay, based on the topic we are discussing today, we can see the other side have a pros and cons. So cooperation for all parties is necessary so that our education system is not used for the benefit only because it will affect the quality of our education system. Okay, that's all from my group. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, good job, everyone. You guys spoke for close to 18 minutes, yeah? All right. Um, feedback, all right. It's a good start, all right. Having to interact virtually, all right. But I realized that there was lacking of natural discourse, more like a prepared kind of speech, okay. I do understand that you guys are trying to follow strictly to the script, but it would have been better if you had a little bit of natural way of discussing things, all right, not following exactly to what your script says, but anyway, it's a good attempt, okay. All right, so the second group, the second group would be group 2, all right. Afniza, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Asmaliza,
Yes, madam.
Noor Anis,
Yes, madam.
and Tuan Noor Suhaila, yeah?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Okay, so your topic for discussion today is that discuss the advantages and disadvantages of e-learning, all right? You have 15 minutes to sum up your discussion. All right, you can begin now.
Sorry. Okay, hello everyone. Okay, hello and a very good morning to our madam and my friends. Firstly, let me introduce myself. I am Puan Nur Suhaila binti Raja Muhammad. My matric number E202010256761. Okay. Okay, I will play the roles of teachers. I will give my opinion as a teacher. Okay, my other group members, can you? Okay, we are glad that we are given this topic. Our group will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of e-learning as we are implement it now. Okay, as for your information and others' information, e-learning or online learning is learning utilizing electronic technologies to access educational curriculum outside of a traditional classroom. Online learning is a form of distance learning that takes place over the internet. Online learning can include like exams, online courses, gamified quizzes, and certification training. Offering online learning is a great revolutionary alternative to traditional training, but before replacing traditional learning in online learning with online learning, we look at the advantages and the disadvantages from the point of view as teachers, students, parents, and also Ministry of Education. Me, in my opinion, as a teacher, there are advantages in online learning where there is no boundaries and no restrictions for me to teach. I can teach from anywhere in this country. This kind of learning allow me to participate from wherever part of place and country. I can teach from the school and even from my home. For example, like now, we are in our current situation now, we are facing this COVID-19 pandemic where that need conditional movement control order, CMCO. This e-learning helped me a lot to engage with my students, and there is no restriction. CMCO does not bar me from benefiting my students to finish the course thanks to online learning. The second one that I can say, the advantages from online learning, I'm less tiring and less boring. Sorry. As a teacher, I have to attend many class a day and have to go up and down the stair to go to the class, and it is very tired. But with e-learning, the routine have changed. Online learning actually save me much as teacher because I do not have to go many places to meet my students. The other advantages that I can share with you all, sorry. Okay, the other advantages that I can share with you all, with others is this online learning also can reduce expenses. And the fact that I teach from anywhere also means there are no fuel, no transport costs. personally, for me, I can reduce my monthly expenses too. Okay. Among all the advantages that we can see, there also have disadvantages, which is this e-learning limited social interaction between me as teacher and my students. When you imagine a traditional classroom, we can see lively group discussion and students raising their hands to ask the teacher the question likely come to our mind. But admittedly, this moment do not arise as naturally in online learning. It is impossible for us as a teacher to bring more social interaction to online learning. In online learning, students just can mute and unmute while class, which is lack of response. It is just like one-way communication, and also the feedback might not be enough for me as teacher. Okay, now let we move and to the next candidate that will be present from the view of students. Nur Asmaliza.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Suhaila, for the explanation as a teacher side. Before that, can you hear me, madam? Okay, my name is Nurul Asmaliza binti Muhammad Daud. My metric number is E2020105778. Okay, in my opinion, as a student, honestly, I'm very thankful and love e-learning so much. Why? It is because e-learning helps students saving cost a lot. Why I said like that? Because students don't have to travel somewhere to build new skills and gain new knowledge. It can be done at home. For me as a student during this pandemic, I can be safe at home. And also students don't have to spend more expenses, same like teacher side, which is I don't need to spend my money for accommodation, for food, transportation, and so on, while I have to go to the institution or school. Besides that, e-learning also make the education more available. The student, for some student, coming to another country to study something is impossible, especially if they want only to study a certain course instead of receiving a degree. E-learning simplifies the process greatly, which is allowing students from all over the world to complete course created by world-based university, which is e-learning is good for students. And it also allowing students to communicate and study along with people coming from different cultures. Sure, there are colleagues that offer multicultural experience too, but they aren't as diverse as the online learning institution. However, it also have disadvantages of e-learning. It is because e-learning depends on technology a lot, same as what we are going through right now. It's so difficult to the student which is live at the rural area, which is they don't have the support online streaming. So why e-learning might look like e-learning tool available to anyone, but in reality it's not. Not all people have stable internet access and computers that are powerful enough to support online streaming. Like I said just now, which is in rural area, still not have full coverage, And also for some students, they don't have enough money to subscribe the mobile data for online learning. So for me, online learning have pro and contras as a student, which is have advantages and disadvantages. So we can continue our conversation discussion to the next presenter as a parents. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Nurul Asmaliza, for the point of view as a student. Okay, hi and good afternoon, madam and all of you. I'm Nuranis binti Abu, metric number 202010255752. Okay, we continue to the point of view as a parent about advantages and disadvantages of e-learning. Okay, at the current situation, we have facing a pandemic COVID-19 all over the world. Many sectors are affected, such as industrial, social, political, and so on, including education. Since government announced about movement control orders, everyone needs to stay at home and stay at home. Okay, so if learning program is the best choice to all students to make sure that they not miss all their learning. Okay, there are advantages for parents about this e-learning program. The first one is parents have a flexible schedule to teach their kids at any time and anywhere. They also have an unlimited access to explore what the topic with their children. Other than that, parents also can monitor their kids' progress. Okay. Other advantage about the e-learning program is parents do not require to drive their kids to particular location. Not send them to school. Okay, just everything about at home. And parents are relieved from the burden of paying for travel expenses, like money pocket, about by learning material and so on. Okay, however, there are some disadvantages about learning for parents. Uh, the first one is if the both of the parents are working, so they don't have enough time to manage and to monitor their kids during the online class. And other than that, parents also need to spend more to provide an enough tool to their kids, such as extra laptop, extra handphone for the optional, for an internet subscription, especially if the family is more than one kid, to use all the tool about the e-learning program. Okay, that's all. I will pass for the next presenter, Nur Afniza.
Okay, hi. Okay, thanks to Madam Anis. And Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. Okay, my name is Nur Afniza binti Muhammad Musa, and my metric number is E202010257779. Okay, I will be representing the Ministry of Education. Okay, as we all know, the COVID-19, okay, has dramatically changed, okay, our educational environment, okay, our educational landscape in the country. So we are being forced to use the e-learning instead of face-to-face learning. So the learning institution is being forced to shut down, okay. So I think from my perspective, Okay, the COVID-19 has created a good opportunity for the government to review the existing online teaching and learning system that we have now, and so that we can improve its effectiveness. And I think, okay, the advantages or the advantage of online learning for our country is that it is time for our country to move forward or to step up to another level in online teaching. Okay, for several advanced countries, they have been doing this for a long time. So as they have realized, it is very important. So I hope that we, Malaysia, we can follow that and become technology aware. Okay. And for your information, it is not something new for highest education in Malaysia to use the e-learning. Okay, as you can see in the UPSI, University Pendidikan Sultan Idris, they also have several offshore students, okay, such in Cebu, in Tawau, and in KK, and also in Indonesia. So we already have it, and we already implement it. It is now, okay? We only can see it clearly now because of the COVID-19. So this is the time that we can enhance the e-learning technology in Malaysia, okay? As I can see from some opinion from the other candidates, okay? The concern is more on cost, okay, on budget, okay? It saves a lot. Yes, for teachers, okay, for students and for the parents, it is a cost saving. Actually, for the government, we have to invest more on the technology itself. Okay, the cost to enhance the broadband system width is quite expensive, so we have to invest more money on that. Okay, however, if in the long run it will give positive impact on our nation, so I don't think it will be the negative side of e-learning. Okay, so however, the government, we aware that Malaysia is not fully ready to embrace the online teaching and learning as internet itself, okay, especially in rural areas, are slow and unstable, as mentioned by Miss Nurul just now, right? Okay, the rural student may not receive proper education as there is no internet access to the, there's no internet access, so they don't have the proper chance. Okay, so it's become a barrier for the online education for them. But I think the teacher also have gives sacrifice, especially in rural area. I think instead of using the online as the ministry has provide, such as Zoom, Google Classroom, okay, and then they can use vice versa, such as WhatsApp, Telegram, okay, or maybe they can find another way that is not related to, that is no need to use the internet, okay. And then okay, I think, okay, we need to improve the information technology schools, okay, that is the disadvantages. We need to improvise, okay, information technology skills as well as the online technology and the evaluation skills. So we have to invest in professional training for teachers as well. So overall, I think it is still new for us in Malaysia with the online learning. Okay, we are being forced to use it, but I don't think it should be the obstacle that allow other people to access to the education. Okay, so I think that's all from us. So there are pros and cons in e-learning, but how are we going to improvise it, or we're going to use it? The government and all group of people need to sit together and try to find a better way to make it happen, to make it better in the future. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Group 2. Interesting feedback coming on the aspect of e-learning. All right. It was good that I could see that some important ideas were presented and was spoken about. Okay, but I believe that there could have been more coherence, okay, in terms of the whole team's idea itself, all right? Because I realized that everybody had their own individual part to discuss, okay? But at the end of the day, there wasn't some sort of a wrap or link together between all the ideas spoken by every member of the forum team, okay? But anyway, it's a good try, okay? So good job, Group 2. Now we are going to Group 3. Okay? So Group 3, yes. Ida, are you here?
Yes.
Okay. Azwina?
Yes, madam.
Nadia?
Yes, madam.
Okay, great. Sawati?
Yes, madam, I'm here.
Okay, great. Okay, you guys can begin anytime when you're ready. Okay, so this is a suggestion for me, all right? Do you guys want to take a lunch break at 1, okay, and meet back at 2:30, or you intend to finish everything and then, we can just end the class? Which one do you prefer? I mean, I'm okay with anything.
Lunch. Take a
Okay,
lunch.
okay, can, no problem. Okay, then we will break at 1. After Group 3, we will take a break and then we will meet again at 2:30.
Okay, madam.
Okay, you guys can start.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nadia Ilya binti Ngatinan. My metric number is E20T10255754. Hi, a very good morning to the lecturer. A very good afternoon to the lecturer, Madam Tila, and my fellow friends. As we are talking about, is it parents who are the major influential factor in the development of a child? Okay, the reason why we are thinking so are because of heredity and genes, parents as a role model, parents need to continue children's learning at home, and parents' economic status in their family. Okay, firstly, my part is heredity and genes. They play an important role in the transmission of physical and social characteristics from parents to children. Different characteristics of growth and development like intelligence, attitude, body structure, color of hair and eyes are highly influenced by heredity. A child's biology can have major implications on their development. So, the more parents can understand our children's body and minds, the better we are able to nurture them to their full potential, healthiest and happiest self. Okay, in a nutshell, every child is different. Parents should not be able to compare their children with others. Children develop differently, have different personality, hence the children possess different strengths and require different kinds of support to meet their individual needs. Thank you. Next, my friend Salwati. Okay. Thank you, Nadia. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, Madam Tila and our friends. My name is Sarwati binti Ahmad. Okay, number metric E202010255765. Okay, I agree with the topic discussed. The second is the role model.
Parents are the most important person to educate children with all the positive practice, like to teach them to be a thrifty person, keep cleanliness, live a healthy lifestyle, and promote the culture of respecting to each other. Parents are responsible to provide good education for their children, so they will become a good human being. Parents are role models that shall be exemplified by their children. When they are teaching their children about cleanliness, like to throw rubbish in the dustbin or to wash hands when it is needed, they must be the first who act toward any kind of good behavior. It is no doubt that parents are the main factor or source of children's safe development in the future. To be continued, my friend Aida, our discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Salwati. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon to our sweet lecturer and also to my beloved friends. My name is Aida binti Mustafa Bakri. My metric number E 2020102575. May I have your attention? Why do we say parents are the main factor of influence in child development? This is because parents are the first and close to the child. The family is the biggest factor in the development of a child. The family educates, raises, and even provides knowledge. The success of a child does not escape from a prayer and assistance from the family. The family educate to give loving care to a child with the hope that the child will grow and develop well and have a good personality. Therefore, parents need to continue the continuity of children learning after they return from school. Parents can check their children's homework and ask about their child learning. For example, parents can help children to complete homework. In addition, parents need to ask about their children learning and the problems they face in school. With that, children will feel close and love their parents. So that's all from me. My friend will continue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aida. Good morning and good afternoon to Madam Tila and all of you. My name is Nur Azwina binti Muhammad Kamal. My metric number
Awi, aku tak dengar.
Hello?
Okay, dengar.
Dengar? Okay. Okay. I repeat again.
Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon to Madam Tila and all of you. My name is Nur Azwina binti Muhammad Kamal. My metric number is E202010257764. Okay, now I will explain in terms of the family's economic status that affect the development of children. The socio-economic status of a family determines the quality of the opportunity a child gets. Studying is better. Schools that are more expensive definitely has benefit in the long run. Well-off families can also offer better learning resources for their children and their effort special ed if the kids need it. Children from poorer families may not have access to educational resources and good nutrition to reach their full potential. Okay, they may also have working parents who work too many hours and cannot invest enough quality time in their development. Okay, how peers can influence a child's development. Nadia will explain about the matter. Okay, thank you. Please, Nadia.
Thank you, Awin. Hi, everyone. Based on the factor we talked about just now, so there are factors influencing child development. First and foremost is peer relationship provide a unique context in which children learn a range of critical social development skills such as empathy, cooperation, and problem-solving strategies. It is beneficial for children to manage and build their own relationship. For example, playing together help them to understand the importance of sharing, taking someone else's feeling into account, and listening to each other's. This can be supported by organizing plenty of opportunities for your child to make lots of friends. Therefore, peer pressure and influence can be positive. Be influenced to become more active, try new activities, or to get more involved in school. Next, my friend Salwati.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. In addition, learning at our preschool. Teachers are like parents who play their role at school. They teach people like their own children. They teach people what is good and what is bad. They teach them from A to Z. They educate them with knowledge and virtues. They correct them when they make mistakes. Teachers are not only to teach, but to educate. They are parents at school. A school is an institution that provides the teaching and learning success, with the administrators who run the place effectively, teachers who are going to teach and educate, children who are going to learn and play, facilities to ease the process, support from all aspects, and many more. And this institution involves the school itself, parents, teachers, and children. It is the place to units all those factors together, and each of those sources play their important roles. Success cannot be achieved if one of them is not functioning and supported well. In short, all factors are related to each other. We should find solutions to support each other, not to blame who is right and who is wrong. I leave it to my friends. Aida, thank you.
Thank you, Wati, for the sharing. Thirdly, the mass media is said to be able to educate the people and able to determine the direction of life of Malaysian society. However, what extent is this statement? The influence of mass media is among the factors that influence children's development. We know that the mass media include television, radio, and the internet. Children today have been exposed to the mass media. There are good and bad effects of mass media in child development. If viewed from a positive angle, children who watch show broadcast on television can sometimes learn something good. For example, the cartoon show Upin and Ipin were found to have a great influence on children. Stories that are comprised teachings such as respecting our older people, doing good to anyone, always being grateful, and so on, which this value cannot be conveyed well by parents. We continue with my friends. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aida. Okay, the last but not least, in terms of social culture is culture plays an important role in influencing childhood development, and what is considered normal varies greatly from one culture to the next. The society and cultures in which one grows up influence everything from developmental milestone and parenting style to what kind of hardship one is more likely to face. Okay, child development is a dynamic and interactive process. Every child is unique in interacting with the world around them, and what they involve the result from others, and the environment also shapes how they think and behave. Okay, for the reason, this a vast array of cultural difference in children belief and behavior. Children growing up in different culture receive specific input from their environment. Okay, language is one of the many ways through which culture affects child development. Okay, now I will pass to Nadia for the next explanation. Thank you.
Although we talk about factors influencing child development, we are glad to share to you about short methods to improve child development. First of all, a child needs more knowledgeable people to help them solve a problem or carry out a task that is beyond their current abilities. For this reason, scaffolding is preached by parents or teachers to connect existing knowledge to new knowledge for understanding. Thank you from me. That's
Thank you,
all from
Nadia.
me. Next, Salwati.
Okay, thank you, Nadia, for sharing. Then learning through play is an approach of teaching and learning which is impactful to children because it will create fun and give satisfaction to them in any lesson learned. This playful learning, children tend to develop themselves physically, emotionally, verbally, and socially. Okay, thank you. To be continued, my friend Azrina about parenting program.
Okay, thank you, Salwati, for your sharing. Okay, in addition, parenting program must be helped to encourage parents to be more aware of their child development level. The child-parent relationship also has a major influence one most aspect of child development, where optimal parenting skill and behavior have a positive impact on children's self-esteem, school achievement, cognitive development, and behavior. How can parenting programs support children's development? Parenting program can improve parent-child interaction by helping parents to better anticipate their children developmental changes, carry out child rearing responsibilities, and provide early learning experience. For successful parenting program, it is cover many factors such as consistent caregiving, positive discipline, and parental well-being. Parents want to do the best they can for their children. Programs can help them maximize their ability to do this. Okay, Adam will explain about the last part. Thank you.
Thank you, Awing, for the explanation. Lastly, child development with nutrition is interconnected. Parents need to provide a balanced diet and enough nutrition to their child. Nutrition is a critical factor in growth, as everything the body needs to build and repair itself comes from the food we eat. Malnutrition can cause deficiency disease that adversely affect the growth and development of children. On the other hand, overeating can lead to obesity and health problems in the long run, such as diabetes and heart disease. A balanced diet that rich in vitamin, mineral, protein, carbohydrate, and fat is essential for the development of the brain and body. In conclusion, there are many other factors that affect a child development. As parents, we need to constantly monitor the children and care about them. That is the review from our group. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much. You guys spoke for 18 minutes, yeah? All right. So, good round of discussion, all right? But again, that's one lacking, all right? In terms of the cohesiveness of the whole team, all right? So, it would have been better, okay, what I've observed from these three groups, okay, that you guys had good ideas to talk about, all right? You had good start of the speech, you know, and then you followed strictly to your scripts and so on. But then there was, I mean, only group three, I think there was a little bit of engagement. But it would have been better for the rest of the groups as well, maybe for the next coming group. Okay, try to have interaction among yourself. For example, what do you think about this? All right, you guys have to agree and disagree to one another. Make it as a natural discourse, not like a prepared speech, you know. So when you do it like a prepared speech, it's more like an individual presentation. But we do not want that, but we want a natural discourse. That means as if you're sitting in a coffee shop and then you're having talk with your friend, pertaining to this, right? But this one, of course, this is more like a formal kind of discussion, but still it has to be natural, okay? But anyway, good try, everyone. So we're going to break for lunch now, okay? And then we have another 4 groups to go after lunch, okay? So can we meet at 2? Is that fine? So we can finish early. Plus it's a Sunday, right?
Okay, madam.
Yeah, we meet at 2. All right. Okay. See you then. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
everyone.
madam.
All right.